All right, here we go. If you're looking to buy or sell your home in 2026 here, you're going to watch this video right now because we're going to be going over February numbers and we've got some surprise things showing up for both buyers and sellers that you're going to want to know if you're going to be diving into that real estate market this year or if you're even just curious about what's going on here. So my name's Chris McMahon. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Saratoga Springs and entire capital region. We're going to be going over the Saratoga Springs housing market report right now as it stands. So first thing we're going to look at right here is the market in one sentence. What can we say here? Still a seller's market, but it is shifting. Okay, buyers are gaining some leverage right here now. So the absorption rate is still under 2 months. You see about 1.84 right now, which is still well below that balanced market area, though. But it is shifting towards the balanced market right there. So the median sold price is $315,000, and the average sold price is $404,000. Okay, which is stronger. It's up by 10.68% year over year for that number. And so is the median is up. So the sales to list ratio is at 96.3% here. So the market is healthy, but no longer frenzied. Okay, remember the frenzy we had a couple years ago where everybody was just on the market for one day and it was gone? We're not seeing that anymore. There's opportunity for buyers as well as sellers, and we'll show you that as we progress through here. So the pricing trends, okay, summer 2025 peak was 356,000, just slightly over that in August. Okay, in August it reached 420,000, I should say. So February, right now in 2026, the median sales price is 315,000. So there is a little bit lower, but it's also a little bit of a quieter time right there. We're not seeing in the winter months, you don't necessarily see the activity of the listings and the sales that we generally see. But as I'm sitting here talking to you right now, it's 50 degrees out, that sun is out, and that snow is melting, which means buyers and sellers are both waking up, seeing what's going on here. So let's move along here. So inventory and listing activity. Okay, tight supply does persist. So active listings right now, we're kind of looking at the capital region as a whole bit here. We got 1,640 average listings over it. So new listings, 683, which is down from last year, 3.5%. Okay, so are the active listings. So active listings down 2%. So peak inventory was in September of 2025, where we hit almost 2,600 homes right there. And the sold listings were 468, which is down almost 20%. And that's partly due to data and timing. Okay, so moving on to the next step here, the pending pipeline, a bullish signal for spring. All right, so the pending lists are 658. All right, that's how many pendings we have currently right now, which is up almost 5% year over year from last year. Where are we seeing this trend come from there? That 200 and 250K range is about 34% year over year increase. The 250 to 300 is 16.2% year over year increase. And that 3 to 400 is 4.7 year over year increase. All right, so that's what we're seeing now. These are the last quote, or what we've seen in the last 30 to 60 days. Now, expect a meaningful jump in March and April, okay, as far as those closed sales. Okay, the spring market is already gaining momentum, like I just said. It's starting to get nice outside, and when that starts to happen, the real estate market starts to pick up and the engine starts going. So right now there is momentum building behind the scenes that is going to be seen as we come out here in the future months here. So the average days on the market is 43.8 days. This is the highest we've seen it in 12 months. Medium on the market is 21 days. So this gap is telling us a story right here, because we got 44 days between 21 days. That means overpriced homes are kind of lagging and sitting on the market right now. Okay, so one of the biggest mistakes home buyers are making is overpricing their homes. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit here. But as far as the summer 2025 comparison goes, the market's hottest point was in June 2025. The average days on the market was just 23 days. All right, so you can see we're up almost 20 days from last year as far as the highest point goes. Okay, so remember, sellers, You want to price it right from day one. Homes that are lingering past 30 days often require price reductions and attract lower offers and kind of gives more leverage to buyers. So make sure you're pricing that right when you're going through it. And if you want to know what your home could be worth and what you can get it on the market right now, reach out to me. I'll do a free home evaluation for you. I'll even let you know what you could do to increase the value and get your home sold fast for top dollar at no cost or no obligation. Just go through and I'll give you a report that'll help you do that. Just reach out and get a hold of me. The sales to list ratio, okay, negotiating is back. Okay, we talked about this a little bit, 96.3%. That's the lowest we've seen in 12 months. The peak was in May of 2025 in the last 12 months, which is a little over. It was 100.9% that we can see. So overpricing, as I just mentioned, is getting penalized, okay? Or that overbidding is not good. That competitive market where we had multiple offers coming in fast and furious, which kind of led to these overpriced homes getting up there, is no longer a case. Okay. So a year ago, 1 in 5 sellers had to cut their prices, but we're going to be seeing more of those people that are overpricing having to cut their prices as they go through. So buyers, this is good. That means you have more leverage than we've seen in the last couple of years. So keep that in mind as we're going through here. You've got more room to negotiate repairs. You got more room to negotiate concessions, especially in homes that are sitting on the market over 30 days. So luxury versus entry level. Luxury is really leading the market right now. So 500,000 plus segment. That's our luxury segment that we're going to talk about. 109 sold, 1.9% year over year. Okay, the only price band with year-over-year growth, luxury right now, is the luxury. Okay, the 300 to 500K range is down 18 to 28% from what we've seen. And city versus country, Redfin tells us here that the city-specific medium is 1.1 million, confirms that the urban core is dominated by high-end transactions. So there's high-end transactions in the city of Saratoga Springs. So if you're pricing at 500K, you're in the strongest segment right now. Below 400K, buyers have more leverage, okay, and more bargaining power in those below 400K homes. Mortgage rates are below 6%. This is the first time we've seen them dip below there since 2022 as we speak. I believe it's 5.98%. That does change pretty much daily, so you got to check in with that. If you message me, I can tell you what it is for that day and keep you updated with it. But we've seen that trend be coming down pretty much since late summer last year. I believe it was about 6.5 to 6.75% right around then, and we've just dipped below 6%. So why have the rates fell? Because the government has directed Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae to purchase $200 billion in mortgage-backed assets right there. So, or mortgage-backed securities. So the rate has cut interest rates as well in 2025. So how is that impacting on buyers? 40% of all listings are now affordable to a median income buyer now because prices have come down a little bit, so interest rates, so the monthly payment is less, and the foreclosure is trend is going to continue through 2026. Okay, so buying power so far since last summer is up $30,000 since we've seen. Okay, national trends. Here are some of the things we're seeing nationally. Homes are getting more affordable. The same thing that we're seeing right here. Inventory is making a comeback. Okay, it's a little bit slow right now because we're just coming out of that winter time right here. And we're going to be shifting into that spring, summer sales season that will be coming. So we are expecting to see that inventory, as it typically does, come right back up. And I don't think it's going to be too long. So if you're looking to buy, reach out, get on me. Let's put a plan together. We want to get you pre-approved, get you ready to go on that market because you don't want to be chasing your tail that the home you really love, it just comes on the market, but you're not prepared to make an offer on it. By the time you get yourself pre-approved and ready to go, you've missed out on that one right there. So be ahead of the game, get yourself pre-approved, be ready to go. Or I can also set you up where you're getting insights and you're getting notifications sent to you when new properties are hitting the market. As they're hitting the market, you're going to be one of the first. So before it hits Zillow, before it hits Redfin, before it hits all those, you're going to get a notification sent to you about that. So you'll be the first one to see, be able to get in there and take a look at that. So top sellers' mistakes in 2026 that we mentioned, overpricing your home right now. Okay, overpricing a home is a killer for sellers right now, and it's what's giving buyers more leverage in those situations as well because they're sitting on the market longer. They're forcing to have to make some cuts and making buyers a little bit or sellers more desperate, really, in a lot of cases, to sell those properties. So more buyers say they're going to buy those. Interest rates coming down, and we said just dropped below 6%. First time we've seen that since 2022. So that's 3.5, almost 4 years since we've seen it below there. That more buyers have been sitting on the sidelines are now coming out on the market, and they're going to start looking for homes when they're seeing those right. And then, like I said, sales value is projected to rise here. So what sellers need to know right now, price it right from day one, okay? Don't be one of those people that overprices and you lose your leverage because you do that. All right. Presentation matters more than ever as well, too. Okay. Right now, inventory is low, but presentation should always matter when you're looking to get top dollar, really. But in this case, it's kind of more now than it has been in the past. So look at staging your home. Make sure you're cleaning it up, declutter, a whole bunch of different things. I can help you out with that. But presentation is a big thing. You're going to be ready to go and be ready to negotiate. Buying or selling, you decide, both of you need to do it, but sellers, be prepared to negotiate. And luxury is the advantage. Remember, that's the only one that we saw an increase, okay, on that one. So that 500K and above right now, they are the strongest segment in the market that we're seeing. And spring is coming, as we've talked about, and the pending pipeline is up about 4.8% year to year. So buyer demand is building. Homes that are priced and presented properly will capture that wave and be the ones on top on that one. So what buyers need to know right now, rates are your friend right now. This is it. Lowest rates we've seen in about 3.5 years now. It's been over 6% that long, and it's projected to continue to come down. So make sure you're getting yourself pre-approved with a lender, okay, so that you're not behind the game. I've got a number of lenders I can recommend to you. Just reach out to me. More than happy to help you out with that. You can negotiate now. In the past, we were conceding everything to sellers, whatever they wanted. We saw that frenzy where they get 9 offers within 24 hours. It's not the case right now. You've got negotiation power. You're able to kind of negotiate the price a little bit, conditions and everything like that, even some sellers concessions in there if you need it. So entry level is the sweet spot. That 200 to 300K range is the entry level. That's where our strongest pending growth is showing at this point. And you also want to make sure you're working with a local expert, somebody who knows the market, knows the area, knows the houses, and knows different strategies, and has a plan to help you purchase your home. So spring 2026 outlook, momentum is building. We're getting there. So again, rates below 6%. Pending sales is looking to be up almost 5%. Luxury leading the way. And inventory is still lean, but I think we're going to see that kind of come out a little bit because we got a lot of people who are looking to either downsize or upgrade their families who've been sitting on those low rates. And now that those rates are coming down, they're more willing to make those moves. So they're going to pop their homes on the market with the idea of moving up or downsizing because their family's getting smaller here. So risk to watch. If sellers overprice in anticipation of a spring surge, homes will set. Okay, the market rewards preparation and realistic pricing, not wishful thinking. Keep that in mind right there. So key takeaways, market status. It's a seller market. We have just under 2 months of inventory, but the growing buyer leverage is because 96.3% sales to list. Okay, prices, median 315,000, average is 404,000. So speed, okay. Medium days on the market is 21 days on the market. Like we said, rates are just below 6% right now, and the expected trend is to continue to move downwards as we're going through. And the spring outlook is bullish. Pending sales up, rates down, and demand is building. So, my name is Chris McMahon. I am a local real estate agent here in the Capital Region, born and raised in Saratoga. So, whether you're buying or selling and you have real estate questions, you want a plan put together to make sure that you get plan to purchase your next home, I can help you with that. Reach out and get a hold of me with that. My information will be below. Or if you are a seller and you want someone to look and see what you can get for your house and put a marketing plan together, somebody who does something, video out there, professional photos, all that good stuff, I can handle all that for you. But reach out, get a hold of me, and let's have that conversation today. And also, if you find value in it, subscribe to this channel. Putting out new videos all the time. Don't want you to miss out on the next one, especially the next market report for Saratoga. So we'll see you guys on the next one.